I'm Dr. Alexis Conosan. I'm a clinical psychologist and I specialize in treatment of people with different types of body image issues and different types of disordered eating. I think that more than an obesity epidemic, we have an epidemic of disordered eating, and body satisfaction very strongly plays into that. If you look at the timeline of the obesity rates and the dieting industry, they kind of go hand in hand. So as we started dieting more and more, we started getting fatter and fatter. The weight loss industry is, over $60 billion a year we spend on weight loss products. So in a certain way, it's an easy sell. There's a whole market surrounding making us feel bad about ourselves, and then we're sold a promise that here's the solution, here's what's going to help us be happier, help us be more beautiful, help us find a partner, have a better relationship, have a better job. All of these things are promised. There's a sense that a fat person who's happy with themselves is bad. That person is a drain on our society, and they're purposely trying to be fat, and they're causing increased medical costs and insurance premiums to go through the roof, and all of these things. Whereas a fat person who hates themselves, that's okay. People are so misguided on this because we somehow think that hating ourselves will lead to change and that loving ourselves will lead to complacency. And it's completely the opposite. When we can accept ourselves as we are right now, then we want to care and nurture ourselves and try to be as loving and caring for ourselves as possible. And that's where change comes from. Punishment is not an effective motivation for change, but somehow as a culture, we're under this delusion really that it is, that if you hate yourself, then you'll strive towards change. That kind of punishment narrative is really prevalent in binge eating, because what happens again is it creates a lot of conflict. It causes us to pursue weight loss because we think that we don't like ourselves because we're too fat, and if we lost weight, that will solve everything. That will be the solution. There's an epidemic of people feeling not good enough, and it's, I think it leads into a lot of psychological issues: depression, anxiety, relationship problems, sexual issues, feeling not good enough in other areas of our life. Like I said, I think that when we don't feel good about our body, it's very hard to feel good about anything else in our life. So it kind of leads to this pervasive sense of feeling not good enough, of shame, and I think it can stop people from accomplishing the things that they want to do in life, because it's kind of paralyzing. We're stuck in this place of believing that our life can begin when we lose those 10 or 15 pounds. So we're constantly waiting instead of doing things now and feeling that we're good enough now to live our lives the way that we want to.